world of windmills, dreams, and steady sparks of light. Model cars, giant schematics, pop culture in full flight. Sci-fi worlds he brings to life, each piece placed just so right. Step by step, a marvel grows in his hands, pure midnight. Waves, world building dreams, a vision clear as day. Every model ever seen, crafted his own way. Engines growl in his care, sci-fi ships taking air. Journey grand in his mind, through his YouTube lair. In each frame the universe blooms, tools and time in tune. Passion drives every beat, a symphony in his room. From classic rides to space-time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagine taking flight, shining in the studio light. From classic rides to space-time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagined taking flight, shining in the studio light.
I figure out there where the buttons were. What where all the buttons were. My green bars blinking, and I've got green bars down. Everything's green. Everything's green, just like my name. So, including the frogs. The frogs are green. Everything's green. Look, we got a channel mascot now. Look, I've got a frog. I love frogs. Frogs are in the wild now. Look, check this out. I've been putting all these around Corby. They got little QR codes on the bottom of them as well. But they are cute little things. And I need to get rid of them because I've got like 6,000 of them. I thought we need a mascot. You see, I've loved frogs since I was a kid. I used to collect tadpoles and frog spawn, and I was a weird kid. And then I'd grow them into little froglets. And it was at that point that my mum's like, we ain't having frogs in the house, and the froglets just disappeared. So either they were eaten, taken away by birds, or I don't know, fish ate them, or the mother got rid of them. I don't know. And the devil is everyone. It's been baking in the UK today. So it's been like 30 degrees in the UK. That's Celsius. So I think that's something like 83 or 84 Fahrenheit for you folks in the US. Not sure. But, oh, it's hot. So I have got the fan on right next to me because we don't have air conditioning here. I've got air conditioning in the workshop, but we don't, in the houses we don't. So we just have to grin and bear it, unfortunately. Which is pretty cool. But as you can see, look, Spruebot is at the back there doing what Spruebot does. You can't really see him here, but he's there. Oh, no, look, I did put batteries in Maximilian. 1 second. That's better. Maximilian's on. See, I normally prepare for this. I've got everything on, okay? This room isn't warm enough. It is now. I've got so much lights on. It's pretty crazy. And Lou, how can you never seen Summer Holiday? Cliff Richard. Oh, it's a brilliant film. You need to watch it. That's got to be on your watch list. And then go watch the Young Ones version of it. Summer, they did. What was the last one called? I think the last one was called Summer Holiday, season 2, episode 6 of the Young Ones. You'll love that. And talking about old things, because we haven't seen the Young Ones for some time, I finally got that book that I was talking about. Now, this is a book by Terry Jones and Michael Palin, which is a spin-off of Monty Python, but it isn't anything to do with Monty Python. I'm sure some of you must have heard of this, but have you ever heard of this? Dr. Fegg's Encyclopedia of All World Knowledge. It is one of the funniest books you're ever going to read. And like, this is where I said to you that they had some of these articles like that, across the Andes by frog. It's just it's a classic. It's an absolutely brilliant thing, and like how to treat this book or how to dispose of this book. It's got there we go. Look, it looks like Terry Gilliam's done the artwork. He hasn't though, especially when you look at things like that. That looks very Terry Gilliam-esque, but it's not. Um, and stupid things like that. Look, Erratium. This is the wrong book. It's a funny book. Now this came out, God, I think it's 1974. It's an old thing, it is, but I finally got hold of it for like £3 from one of these second-hand booksellers, and the spine hasn't even been broken on it, so I was happy. But I love the Dr. Feg book. Absolutely brilliant, especially if you like Monty Python. Okay, so I got things to tell you about tonight. So first off, let's talk about the Nissan Skyline. Now, Will's Workshop posted this picture up at the moment saying, look, the decals aren't matching the skirts. They sort of match on the right-hand side, but on the left-hand side, something's gone a little bit weird. So I think the angle on the door is wrong. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's going to be a fix for it. We are looking into it. Now, Will's Workshop has found one solution, and that is that stuff can be scratched off. So it could be a case of making your own decals for them, or Mike Lane. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm wondering if Steam will get them off as well. Steam with one of those hard rubber things. You know when you're in school and you used to have those pink and blue rubbers, and like people gave you the myth that the blue side erased ink. Well, that blue side, I reckon, would be good to actually get that stuff off as well without damaging paintwork. I think that's the hardest thing. There is a clear coat on that car, and it looks like that decal or whatever it is has been put on top. That paint has been put on top. So that's that. The other thing is, got to let you know now that I am not here next week. I'm not here Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, which means there's going to be no live stream next Thursday. I'm going to be at the F1 track in Barcelona, in Catalonia, the Catalonian Grand Prix. So I'm going to be in Barcelona next week. And the reason for that is because I've been invited by Fan Home and D. Alstini to check out some new cars, some 1.8 cars. Now, I've been hinting, so it's been driving me nuts that I've been hinting this. I remember telling you that everything I do on this channel is for a reason. So I said to you a couple of weeks ago, when I create emojis, I've created them for a reason, okay? And that's why you had the World of Warcraft ones for the Lich King. You had the F1 one for the RB19. And if you were astute, you noticed I had a John Wick icon as well. And that's because we've got the John Wick Mustang coming out. So this is the 1.8 scale Mustang. This was pretty much under wraps, but it got leaked a couple of days ago on the Spanish site, and now it's everywhere on the internet. So I'm sort of like the last person to let you know about this. But there's all the details for it. It's another Mustang, but it is John Wick, and I absolutely love John Wick. Now, I never got to finish my Eleanor, so I am going to probably, I am going to be doing this John Wick car because I do like the films John Wick. So I'm going to be going to see that car in Barcelona. I'm also going to be seeing the Max Verstappen 1.8 Red Bull racing car from 2023 car, which looks pretty cool. And then finally, I'm going to be seeing the Fast and Furious Toyota Supra. So there's 3 cars going to be there. So I will get you some footage and I'll get you some information regarding those cars and when they're coming out, what countries they're coming out, all the usual stuff when I'm there. I'm sure there's going to be some event theme based around that. So I am looking forward to that. In the past, the fan home events we've had were for the Marvel Museum collection behind me here. That was pretty cool. And then the last one I went to was for Darth Vader and the Iron Spider, and I really enjoyed that. So that's where I'm going to be in the next few days. So next week's pretty much a busy week for me. I believe I might be seeing you, Ed, on Monday. I think Ed Hughes might be coming to the workshop on Monday, so that's cool. But other than that, I said May is crazy, so I come back from Barcelona, and then I think I've got the kids the following week, and then the following week after that is Wonderfest, I know it's MCM Comic Con, then it's Wonderfest. So I'm going straight from London Comic Con to Heathrow Airport, flying off to America. May, huh? I am looking forward to it big time. The other thing that I've been doing now, have I got a link for it? Stand by, I'm just checking what I've done. No, I haven't got a link. Is Gaz, you'll appreciate this, is I've ramped up all this walking thing that I've been doing. Now, if you didn't see my last video where I'm walking around Rockingham Castle, not many people knew that Top Secret was actually filmed at Rockingham Castle and Holywell Bay down in Cornwall, where Chris Hurst lives. But a lot of people in Corby didn't realise that as well. And I posted that picture on our Corby Chats Back Facebook page, and everyone was like, really? I didn't realise that. So I've just been walking miles. So I've been trying to do 7 miles a day. This walk I'm planning to do is 94 miles. Now, the good thing about Corby in Northamptonshire, we've got a lot of rural areas, and we have got a lot of ways or trails, hikes. And one of them is called the Jurassic Way, which goes from Banbury, which is just south of Birmingham, all the way up to Stamford, which is about 16 miles north here. It's where Colin Furze lives, the guy who's built his big subterranean tunnel under his house. He's got like 5 million YouTube followers. I'm not going to do that walk, but a part of that walk goes through Corby. So I'm probably going to do that part of the walk, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to be putting all these adventures on the channel because some people like them. Some people like them. Other than that, I don't know what else to tell you. It's been quite a busy week with builds. I really wanted to get the Ferrari 250 done this week, but it looks like that's going to be pushed into next week now. And I am probably going to try and get that LaFerrari done. I saw Pete Cooper's video of him finishing the LaFerrari, so I was like, I've got to get on with this and do that. So that's what's been going on there as well. But how the devil has everyone been? Tonight, I'm on the rum. I'm still working through this rum from when Phil and Lou joined us in the workshop. So this one is the pineapple and mango one we got. Now, we got 2 fruity ones, but this is the pineapple and mango one. And this is my second glass. So, pretty cool. It's been too long since you saw Summer Holiday. Not sure if it can be streamed. It's a great film. Look, see? Anthony agrees. Classic film it is. You've never seen it either, Alan? Oh my god. You love the young ones. Yeah, the young ones. See, I've got both series on DVD, but they I think they need one of those warnings now that they pop up on the screen saying this was created in an alternate time where attitudes were different because there's a lot of racism in it. So I don't know if you could get away with showing that now. Just like the old Short Circuit, you know. I do get uncomfortable now watching Short Circuit and seeing Fisher Stevens. It's been on one of the channels in the past week, has it? I only put it on there as the countdown quiz because of how hot it's been today. It's been hot. But I've been mowing gardens today, doing a lot of gardening, walking. Tomorrow on the channel, I've got Darth Vader. I've got the next Darth Vader build, so that's going to be on the channel tomorrow. It is in the playlist, so if you're watching this now and you go to my Darth Vader playlist, I think unlisted videos still show up in the playlist because some people manage to watch them somehow, even though it's still unlisted. But that's what's going to be going on the channel tomorrow. Sorry, evening beer talking. Hi, Benjamin. Would you have got Summer Holiday, Benjamin? That was the still today. Look, this is the Benjamin. Would you have got it from that? Who knows? I don't know. I was going to say, is Christian from Grantham in here? Hello, Christian from Grantham. I'm back on normal OBS tonight, so I can do this.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Hello, Todd. How's it going? Now, did you see my? I don't know, Todd. Did you see my member stream yesterday? Now, on the member stream, I've been working through my nephew's Enterprise D, and I've been doing a Redux version. I've been making it my own sort of thing by putting resin in the windows and doing my own electric, so the Enterprise D is only powered by one power supply. And last night we decided that we're going to finish the nacelle off, and I remember Todd saying that the red plastic on the nacelle comes off with isopropyl alcohol. I had it soaking in isopropyl for 3 days and it didn't shift. And then I realised I hadn't put it in isopropyl alcohol. I put it in washing up liquid. so once I put it in isopropyl alcohol, it cleared up perfectly. And then last night I demonstrated how it works. And I need to thank Lou Dalmaso because on his nacelle for the Enterprise D that he did, he used fiber wool, not like a cotton wool. It's more plasticky than that. I got hold of some because Esther uses it, Mrs. Welder Wayne, for stuffing teddies. You can also get it for aquariums, for the filters for aquariums. It gets rid of hot spots on light strips easily, big time. It just makes one big cloud inside the nacelle, and it looks absolutely brilliant. So I finished one of the nacelles last night, and that's all ready to go. And what I did realise is, because I've got the whole set, because as I said, my nephew just gave me the whole box of everything together, I don't have to build them in chronological order. So there's me, I was working through them, and I think, mate, why don't we just build 2 nacelles, the pylons, and then do the saucer and then put them together? Why am I working through it the way the instructions want me to do? So that's what I've changed on the members channel. But I think next week we're probably going to go back to the Lotus, because I think I've had the final box of that delivered. I'm rapidly on tonight, aren't I? Now, the Infinity Gauntlet. Oh my god. So 13 months we've been told now for the Infinity Gauntlet. Now, I don't know what's happened. I haven't got a clue. I'm going to speculate. Okay, but the thing is that I know back over on the Facebook group says that they put a reorder in that's going to come into August, which is issues 77 and 92, which is worrying me big time, because we're all missing issue 70, and there's been no mention of issue 70. So I'm really hoping that's come. Now, if I'm speculating, I reckon what's happened is that in the manufacturing factory, that when we got issue 70 magazine, but issue 71 parts, that was considered to be a unit. So when they reordered issue 70 parts because we were missing it, all they did was reprint issue 71 parts again. So I think the same mistake was duplicated, I reckon. That's the only reason why I can think there's been a 13-month delay. So who knows? So I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I've got an Infinity Gauntlet sitting by my telly with 2 fingers in the air. That's very apt. You have to get a JD, like everyone's joining in today. You've met the band from the film The Shadows loads of times, really? Wow. They must be getting on a bit now, Wayne. They were playing at the O2 about 10 years ago, from what I remember. I think it was one of Cliff's last gigs. Wayne and his frogs. I love frogs, Ramon. Mrs. Welder Wayne will tell you I've got this obsession with frogs. I think it was because my mum, I was like Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy. When I was growing up, my mum just stuck me in front of the TV, and I used to just watch adverts and Sesame Street and stuff like that. So I loved Kermit the Frog. And it's probably to this day why I can still remember so many jingles from adverts. You know, McCain, have a great shooting game. Great gun like a flash on your plate, mate. It's sad, I know. My mum once said that I was screaming so much in Australia that she had to put me to the end of the garden. Now, in Australia, got a lot of land, so the gardens are massive. So putting me down the bottom of a garden, she's never going to hear from me. So I'm just screaming in the blazing Aussie heat with all the snakes and the blue-tongued lizards and funnel web spiders. But, you know, it's fine. It'll be fine. Summer Holiday, that stars the guy from Thunderbirds, does it? I don't know. What guy from Thunderbirds? Not Cliff Richard. You got Please Sir on Rewind TV. Is that on there? That's another one of those touchy things that you can't really watch anymore. You have a cabinet full of frogs, frog figurines, really? Mrs. Welder Wayne keeps buying me stuff with frogs, and she's made me a few frogs as well. But I wanted a frog. I wanted a logo for the channel. I've got a frog. So, frog. Haven't given it a name yet, though. Look, the 2 frogs here. Perhaps that would be a competition. Name the frog. Froggy story from Lethal Weapon 3. God, I ain't seen that for ages. You know what? Lethal Weapon 3 is a classic film that I had it in my collection for years, and I didn't realise that there's an after-credit scene. Right at the very end of the credits, there's an after-credit scene. I never realised that. Jamie, evening. All hopes all good. Got an email today saying my RB1419 is finally on its way, 16 to 29 days. I'm waiting for the Lich King to come up. I'm waiting for the what's the other one that they said to come in? John Wick car. But no news yet. Still got to Still got to wait. I don't know if these are available in everywhere else. I don't know if the Fan Home US site. Let me just have a check, actually. Fan Home. Stand by. Let's go and switch screens. Let's look at this. So this is the UK site at the moment. As you see, we've got the Toyota on there. We haven't got anything about the John Wick car yet. We have got a 10% discount. I do mention that tomorrow. But if we just go down to the US site, which means we can click there and go to United States. You still got the Megazord there. You got the 10% offer in America as well. But there's nothing about the Toyota Supra yet. So I will try and find out some more information regarding that to see when that might be coming out. 25 degrees in the workshop at the moment, but have a nice 3 degrees Celsius beer. Oh, I haven't had a beer in ages. I've been hitting the rum too hard. I've been hitting the rum big time. Hi, a tiny rumble of thunder early in the afternoon, northeast. Yeah, I've heard you got funny weather on there. Currently 87 in North Carolina. So, Lou, that's the temperature that we're struggling with here in the UK. And to you, it's probably just a nice day. I've got a video. Did I get rid of it? I want to show you a video. Stand by. I'm just checking to see if I've still got it. I don't think I have, which is going to be a pain. Stand by. I'm looking. No. Oh, hang on. No, I haven't got it. Damn it. Okay. I did a video of the Millennium Falcon with all the new figures. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but Sonia, Paul Ryder's wife, sent me some of the figures that he had still. Now, he already had a Han Solo, a Chewbacca, and a Stormtrooper, but now I've got Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and Yoda. So they're all around there. It looks pretty cool. So I will try and get a video out for that. I don't think you're prepared for how white my legs are. Actually, you know what, Matthias? They're sunburnt because I've been walking today. But I've got skinny legs. Hence why I've got this affinity for frogs. I've got a big belly and little tiny skinny legs. So I said to Mrs. Run Away, when you lift me up, it's like a toad. I'm like a toad. You love ET, I'm doing it too, and I'm looking forward to the next shipment. Well, ET's coming along. He's got 2 arms now. I'm guessing we've got to do one more finger. But and then we've got an inner skeleton to do. I think my ET's on the way. I said Darth Vader came yesterday. I've got the International Space Station, but I'm not going to build it because it's doing another sale. So I'm going to bundle that with the next one because we're just fed up of those solar sails now. You just left your shed and it's 29 degrees in there. You see, Lou, this is what happens in the UK. We struggle with the heat big time. And that's considered, I mean, a couple of years ago, do you remember we had 40 degrees? One day, 40 degrees. That killed me. 40 degrees with no air conditioning in houses. I don't know how we survived. Don't know how we survived. It is 4 weeks to Wonderfest. As a matter of fact, on my phone here, I've got the flight details. 1 second, because I get a countdown on the flights. So let's have a look. My app says I've got 25 days to my flight leaves. 25 days. That's going to be cool. Wayne's Droid Showroom. These are the droids you're looking for. Yeah, we're getting quite full in here, aren't we? I want to bring the Terminator up here as well, or the Batinator. That's downstairs. I need to fix that because the bottom lights aren't working for some reason. But I've got no room. I've got no room. At the moment, Vincent, because he broke off the stand, just so you know, that's why Vincent's sitting there. So I don't think I'm ever going to be able to put him back on a stand again because I can't get that bottom plate off. I epoxied it on. But he's sitting on a chair. I don't really want that chair there, but it's through necessity he's there. So perhaps I can think of a fix. Was there a spin-off called the Fen Street Gang? A spin-off to what? The Young Ones? The Young Ones, I suppose you could consider Bottom a spin-off, but the Young Ones at the time had a spin-off called Filthy Rich and Catflap. I don't know if you remember that. And that starred Nigel Planer, Adrian Edmondson and Rick Mayall. But other than that, then Bottom was pretty much like the Young Ones as well, but that was just Rick Mayall and Adrian Edmondson. Across the Andes by a Frog was an episode of Ripping Yarns, was it? I didn't know that. Oh my God, it's so funny. It's from Ripping Yarns. What's Ripping Yarns? I don't know what that is. Ripping yarns. Hang on. Andy's by Frog. Well, that's Michael Palin as well. So this is where this comes from then. Ripping yarns. Oh, right. Okay. So this is part of that then. That's why you've got it. I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to have to watch that. It was so funny. Just that one story in there just had me cracking. I've never heard of that. Wow. See, I learned something new. Ripping Yarn, Series 1, Episode 5, Across the Andes by Frog. That's my watching. I'm bookmarking that because it's on YouTube. Excellent. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you for that. Evening, Pete Cooper. We're just talking about you and your LaFerrari. I'm going to have to finish mine now, aren't you? The temperature in Corby on Monday, May the 6th is expected to be 11 degrees Celsius. So it's dropping straight down again. I'm off to East Colton, at the weekend, Gaz. Because May's a busy time for my children's birthday. So I've got my son, Jack, his birthday's on the 7th. I've got Faith. Her birthday's on the 21st. I've got Riley, his birthday's on the 23rd. And I've got Charlotte, her birthday's on the 30th. You've got to be a really methodical man to have all your kids' birthdays in the same month. How did your tank come along? Are you talking to me, Mark? Because it's been a long time since that Leopard tank. That's finished and gone already. Yep, Maximilian's red visor showing. I put batteries in it, so obviously the battery. Although you see, it's dimming down because of obviously it's the blown out lights here. You said an advert. Yeah, you're going to get conservative adverts. It's going to be like that all the time now, Jacob, especially after May the 13th, because YouTube have changed their policies now. Barcelona. Oh, this will be like the third time I've been to Barcelona in as many months. It's a lovely place. But now I'm starting to, I know it kind of like the back of my hand. I keep walking around it now. So I've never been to the F1 track, though, which is about another 25 minutes out the east of the town. Please hint for the Condor Man car. Only if you can have the little gypsy wagon on top of it as well. That John Wick car could be better than the fourth movie, except like 2 or 3 fighting scenes. What? Jacob, you didn't like the fourth John Wick movie? What's wrong with you? That was wicked. And, it was a setup for like the next John Wick film. But, is he dead? I don't think he's dead. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I didn't mention the spoiler alert. John Wick 4 was wicked. Or is it just me? I've been enjoying Andor. Has anyone been watching Andor? I've been enjoying that. I've been watching the Last of Us, the new series The Last of Us. That's really good. Hi Wayne, I'm so excited because I'm getting the Lego T-Rex skeleton tomorrow. Also, I've done the Bismarck at Lego. Is that a new thing? The T-Rex Lego. I'm just having a look at it. Is that the Lego dinosaur fossils? That one? It's quite an expensive kit, £219. Let me just show. Is this the one here? Well, hey, do I accept cookies? Cookie! Well, that looks difficult. It looks big as well. Well, there you go. I can't afford that. Hope the Lecky doesn't crash when you're in Barcelona, Wayne. Oh, I've heard about that. You know what? I didn't realise that all these power cuts that Spain had, the Barcelona power cut was nothing to do with the Iberian power cut that they had in Portugal and Spain. It's because they had a bad storm in Barcelona. So, but last time I was in Barcelona, if you remember, there was that whole thing going off in Gatwick Airport, so I was stuck there. So hopefully it'll be okay. You know what? Out of the 2 helicopters, Mark Roberts, everyone wants Airwolf or Blue Thunder. I think I would prefer Blue Thunder. It's more distinctive, I think, than the Airwolf copter. But I love Blue Thunder. I mean, I love the film with Roy Scheider, but I did like the TV series as well. With Bubba Smith, Hightower from Police Academy. He was in it, wasn't he? Are you off to Wonderfest? Ah, Dave, you're not going to get me. You've got me like 3 years in a row with that. I'm not even going to rise to you anymore, Dave. What about Star Wars? Surely something will be out May the 4th. Well, see, I'm not going to be... I mean, May the 4th, what date does that fall on? Second, if it falls on a Sunday, I won't have a video out on Sunday. Hence, why I'm putting Darth Vader video out tomorrow, and then you can just watch it Sunday. There is a mistake in the Darth Vader video, just so you know. Not for me. That makes a change, doesn't it? It's not my mistake. There's a mistake in the instructions, and I do talk about that. Before I attack the rest of the car, I'm going to do some test vinyl for the sides of the car. I may even do a bumper stripe too, if successful. Well, definitely post your stuff up, Will's Workshop. Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't match my skirt up. All I did was I matched the door with the front wing, but I haven't matched the skirt. So 3 birthdays in May. Yeah, I got 4. Tell me, but then I can save for the rest of the year. I don't have to worry about any other birthday. Never have to worry about Mrs. Wilder Wayne's birthday because it's just after Christmas. And obviously my birthday is July the 4th. I'm born on the 4th of July, so you know, everyone has to worry about that. Hello there, Wayne. First time here, but I'm going to bed. Oh no. Anyway, I'm in my 1960. Where are you, Johnny? You in Australia? Only the Australians are going to bed now. Rockingham Castle in Corbley has been used as a filming location for both the BBC Civil War drama By the Sword Divided and 1984 comedy Top Secret. Yeah, Top Secret is the one that I went there for. I've never heard of By the Sword Divided. But Boughton House down the road's been used a lot for films. Been used in the last Mission Impossible film as well. I'm doing very good, Ramon. Hello, Ferrari 2000G. I hope you're good. Why are you so reluctant to complete the LaFerrari? Any particular reason? The reason is because the last 4 stages are pretty much the whole build. Again, we had hardly anything to do each stage until the last 4 stages, where they just want us to put everything together, and there's just so much to do. So originally I wasn't doing it because I knew I was going to have a problem with the doors, but then it got possessed by some sort of creature, and both of my doors work, and I don't understand why. So it gave me the impetus to continue it, but because there is so much to do, I can't do my usual lot of videos for it, and I don't know if people would like to see in one stage together, so it needs to be one of these videos that I do over a little bit of time. But I am planning to finish that and the 250 next week, so we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Wayne, for helping me get through Knight Rider build and Mike claim for his mods. Currently doing the Enterprise, but they hit a production pause. Well, I've actually got the blinkers, the beacon for the Batmobile, which I'm hoping to install. So you'll probably see that on the channel soon. Quick question. You are doing your second DeLorean now? Yes, I am, but I haven't done it for a while. The Millennium Falcon, actually, I've done the Millennium Falcon quite recently, but the DeLorean and the Enterprise, I've got the parts here. I just haven't done it because there's been too much other things to do. And I am well aware that there are videos on the channel regarding that, so. No, you've never seen it. Cliff Richard really isn't big over here in the States. What? Cliff Richard is like a national. Cliff Richard is a national icon here. Big time. You stop doing the Dalek mods, a lot of money to build. But it's a great build though, Adrian. I've got something coming from Hachette tomorrow, I think. I've just had the U-boat delivered, so I'm either getting some more Lancaster or hold that thought, more Lancaster, or I'm getting the Dalek. We'll have to see. The Lancaster bomber. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but I've been in conversations with Hachette Partworks. So we had a look at that new clip for the undercarriage, and we tried it out, and I videoed the results, and they told me to try some things, bending them in and stuff like that. We tried some things, and it did straighten the doors up, but they did leave a big gap along the edges. So they've taken that video, they gave it to the manufacturers, and just so you know, they are going to be manufacturing another hinge part, which is going to be shorter and thicker material, just like the first one. So there will be another hinge coming in a future episode, just so you know. And hopefully that will address the problem and make it work. How about Till Death Do Us Part with Alf Garner? Would not broadcast. No, they wouldn't broadcast that, or In Sickness and in Health. Now, Till Death Do Us Part was the spin-off show, if you like, from In Sickness and in Health. But yeah, you'll never see that again. The nacelle came out. Thank you, Steve. I'm glad. A lot of that was winging it, but I did find that the best colour for that Enterprise, just so you know, for the Eagle Moss Stroke Fan Home Enterprise D, is Vallejo Sky Blue. No, ignore that. Is Vallejo Sky Grey. That was right, wasn't it? I gave the number last night. Vallejo Sky Grey, I think it's called. It matches pretty much bang on with the grey. Your trip to the Spanish Grand Prix, very nice. We'll only be viewing these models you mentioned. You know what, though? The Spanish Grand Prix is at the end of May. And I'm there at the beginning of May, so I'm not going to see the Grand Prix, but I will see those models. You never know. I might see you in St Pancras again, because I'm travelling through there on next. God, when am I doing it? Really, really early in the morning on Thursday morning, and then I'm coming home Saturday. Although the blooming East Midlands line is shut next weekend, so I'm having to go home via Peterborough. So Mrs. Wildaway will pick me up at Peterborough. They keep shutting that line. It drives me nuts. I'm very good, damn it, monster. Thank you very much. Hi, just a quick message. National Express coaches delivery don't line up either. What? Oh, just a quick message. National Express coaches delivery don't line up either. I don't know what you mean, Kevly Smiles. Good morning from cold and miserable Wanganui, New Zealand. I've just had a friend who's coming back from New Zealand at the moment. I didn't know the weather. I mean, you must be coming into your winter big time there now. We call it fibre fill over here. Ah, okay. Damn good stuff it is. Damn good stuff. What's your favourite carry-on film? Obviously, Carry On Camping. And talking about camping, get this right. I've been in touch with Andrew from Canadian Starships because there's this tent I want. I want this tent where all YouTubers, anyone who's anyone, wants this tent, okay? It's from a company called Durston. Now, Durston are a Canadian company, but they're only a small company. And pretty much when they get these tents, they sell out. Now, they did have a pre-order going on, and I asked Andrew if I ordered it and get it sent to him, could he bring it to Wonderfest? Well, I got in touch with Durston, and not only did I manage to get this tent that I want, now this tent is a two-man tent, but it weighs just over 500 grams. Got no poles because it's a 10-pole tent. You use your hiking poles for it. So they sent it over to the UK, and I got it for about £150 less that I could have got it from a UK site that are completely out of stock, and they're always out of stock of it. The problem is that it arrived yesterday. Absolutely brilliant tent it is. But I had to pay customs. So I had to pay £81 in VAT, duty and customs. But with that £81, it was still cheaper than I could get it in this country. So I've got a tent for the walk. So now I've got my rucksack. And I've got my tent. I've been buying some merino socks. I've got my shoes. All I need is a sleeping bag, one of those mattresses you sleep on, and I think I'm good to go. Oh, we tried out one of those meals that are in the pack, the dehydrated meals that you add water. Well, you can live off it. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne gave a look, but they've got all flavours. I'm sure we can survive. But I'm aiming to do that, just so you know, it's going to be the end of March, beginning of April next year. And I think I might be doing it with my son. Riley, my youngest son, because he wants to do it as well. But that's why I've been in training, because I'm not failing for this will be my fourth time I've attempted it. I'm not failing a fourth time. That is just no option now. So if I don't come back, you know it's because I was stubborn. Of course, the great original Boba Fett. That was I've met him, Jeremy Bullock. Yeah, I've met Jeremy Bullock years ago. He's unfortunately died now, hasn't he? He used to be back in the day, before cons were a thing in this country, we used to have a touring scene with David Prowse, so I knew David Prowse quite well as well, and Jeremy Bullock, and the guy, I can't remember the guy for the life of me, who played Owen Lars. It's coming to me, Phil. His name was Phil something. I'm sure it was. But those three, and Kenny Baker, used to do this circuit around like sports halls in the UK, and that's how I got to know Jeremy Bullock. But they've all gone now, haven't they? That's sad. How is the USS Constitution coming on? Well, I finished pack 1. I'm waiting for pack 2 now, Phil. Enjoying it. I've updated some of my parts. My saw is now a proper wood saw. I've got a mitre block now because everyone told me I need a mitre block. So I am looking forward to pack 2 when that comes. Put it this way, Phil. It's not on the fire yet. So we must be doing something right. You got issue 75 mag and issue 76 parts last pack. Yeah, it's crazy. That's the Infinity Gauntlet, yeah? Yeah, I can't set the Gauntlet on fire. It's metal. I need a burning boat emoji. Yeah, perhaps I do. Not at the moment, though, because that's just tempting fate, Will. You know, I'm going to... I'm not. Look, this Constitution's going to be an amazing ship by the time it's finished. You got a public holiday today, so you did a bit. What? Whoa! Hang on. It's Thursday. Why you got a public holiday on a Thursday? Just the 2 glasses of rum, Wayne. Richard Timms, trust me, I don't drink. So 2 glasses of rum. Look, people think because I have a tipple on a Thursday night rum that I can handle my alcohol. Lou will tell you. Steve in chat will tell you it's not the case. They go out with me. I have one, and I'm just like seeing spots. I had a Long Island iced tea last time I was in Louisville. Oh my God! And a rum. I remember going back to that room thinking the bed's moving. I hope we're not having. Do we have earthquakes in Louisville? Now you see why I'm scared of spiders. Oh, you know what? Some of the stories I could tell you. I've told you before. The worst thing I had in Australia was that my brothers. I was about 4, 5, probably 5 because I remember it. But my brothers were climbing a tree. We had what we call it's like a cricket field opposite the house, but it's only a rough. It's not a proper cricket field, but we call them paddocks. So we had a paddock outside my house. Went over to the paddock. They were climbing a tree. I was too young. I couldn't climb a tree. So I sat at the base of the tree. Then I noticed a soldier ant on my arm. And then I noticed a load of soldier ants on my arm. And before I knew it, the whole nest of soldier ants was in my face, in my ears, up my nose. They were everywhere, biting me. So I remember screaming. I remember running back to the house, crossing a road, but back then there was no cars on the road. My mum stripping me naked into the street, and I remember being thrown into a shower. And I remember this trail of red ants just going down the plug hole. Oh, but you know what? I don't mind ants. I'm just damn scared of spiders. I really hate spiders. I'm not good with spiders at all. Ants are fine. And as you notice that my Australians coming out there, ants. That's my Australian ants. Freddy the Frog, Frodo the Frog, Faraday the Frog. There's a puppet in the Cliff Richard movie. Oh, is there? I haven't seen that. I have to admit. Hi, Wayne. Hope you're. I'm finding it hard to find batteries for the fan home R2D2. Any recommendations in the UK? Just type R2D2 18650 batteries in Google, Ash. There's a company called Ecolux. They do them. There should be no problems at all. There's hundreds to choose from there. But if you type R2D2 18650 in Google UK, it will bring up pretty much every battery. As long as it's got a button top, it's unprotected, it's over 2,800 milliamps, you're absolutely fine. How can it be raining in Dudley? Raining in Dudley? That doesn't happen. Actually, it's always raining in the Black Country, isn't it? Wolverhampton, Birmingham and Dudley and Sandwell, it's always raining. Yes, try UK Airsoft. They use the same in-flash lights. It's been sunny in Glasgow. See, that's unheard of as well. So Jamesy boy, I'm going to be up. I'm going to be up in Mulgai. I'm going to be up in Mulgai on the 29th of March next year. So if you're local, then come and meet me before I march off to certain death. I can tell you the route. So first day I'll be in Mulgai. Second day I'll be in Drimmen or just past Drimmen. Third day I'll be in Rowadennan probably. Fourth day, Benglas by the Drovers in on the A82. Fifth day, Crean-Larrick. Sixth day, probably Tindrum or Bridge of Orkney. Seventh day, Kinlochleven, and then should be in Fort William, hopefully. But we're all good in Corby at the moment. Yes, I saw your post, Kevin. Did you see my Optimus Prime with the arm that's missing? Because that's mine. It's a good shot, though, isn't it? Wait, with all the new members, will you be bringing back Welcome to the Cave? I'd love to bring back Welcome to the Cave, John Hay, but no one submits anything. I need submissions to Welcome in the Cave. If you have, just email. I've got an email link here. If you've got a Welcome to the Cave video, I'd love to bring you back, right? Let me just get rid of that. You can email me here. Right here, okay? Now, I haven't got any more pictures for the merch on the map either. And I don't want that to phase out. So if you have got any merchandise, don't matter if you bought it from the Dashery store or not, you can go to my Dashery store by following that link there. It's in there. But if you've got any from my old Teespring store, take a picture, even if you've done it before, and send it to me so I can create a merch on the map, because it's creating a file of where everyone is. And at the moment, we've got Murray down in Perth, who's the furthest away. But Gaz, you're in Corby. You need to get a shirt or a pillow or something. I don't know. But there's all my links, so check that out. But also, there's my Amazon links. Most of the things that I use, I put in my Amazon store, just so you know. Especially with things like the Constitution, someone was mentioned. All the new stuff I bought, I created another sort of like ideas list. And that's everything I've put in there is what I've actually upgraded to buying for the Constitution. So that's on my Amazon store, just so you know. God, I love a QR code, don't I? As a matter of fact, look, there's the QR code on my frogs. Look. It's a frog QR code. And if you scan that code, it's exactly the same code as that one there. It will just take you to my links. You have air conditioning in your caravan. Oh, Paul Reynolds. How I wish for air conditioning at the moment. It's going to be one of those nights tonight, I'm telling you. ChatGPT frog names, model-themed frog mascot names, Frogit Prime, Hopper McBill Combines, Toad Wrench, Croaky the Constructor. You know what? The people who created AI didn't think it would be used for those sort of purposes, Will. But, you know. Fen Street Gang was a spin-off of Please Sir, was it? Ah, right, okay. Yeah, Ripping Yarns is Michael Paddy. I've never seen it. I've never seen Ripping Yarns, so I've got a whole thing to watch now. Who was the person? I'm trying to think. Was it Phil? Was it Spruverse? Who asked me to who created the group? It was a comedy duo. Someone's going to jump at this now. It was a comedy rip-off of the Beatles, and I'm thinking it had one of the Monty Python people in it. But I got into that because someone told me about it. What was that called? They had a name. What was the name? Lou, you're going to know this. What was the name of that rip-off Beatles band that they created? I'll find out in a minute, because I know you're all going to be filling up my chat with it. Alan Palmer, you're going to be 52. Happy birthday for Tuesday, Alan. There you go. Next to the frog. Happy birthday. 52. I'm 52 this year as well, Alan. Have you started waking up aching now? Because, yeah, I'm starting to ache every morning now. My favourite joke from Ripping Yarns was when the Tomkinson builds a 1-1 scale model ship of an icebreaker ship. I went from beautiful Kentucky. Not long I'm going to be there. Perhaps you can use the hot weather you're having to acclimatise to the temperatures at Wonderfest. Today it's 81. You know what? Last year at Wonderfest, I didn't think it was that hot. But I'm hoping this year it will be. It means I can cut down on the amount of luggage I'm taking. But the hotel swimming pool's up and running. So if it gets too hot, I'm in the swimming pool. Plus, you've got air conditioning out there. Andor's brilliant. I really am enjoying it. It can be a slow burner, Andor, but it is really good. You know what, though? You're glued to Star Wars. I really enjoyed going to the cinema last Friday to see Revenge of the Sith. Now, I know it's been out before, and I heard rumours that it's taken more money than Snow White. The re-released film that everyone can just watch on Disney Plus has taken more money in the cinema than Snow White did. Pretty crazy, huh? But I really enjoyed it. I absolutely really enjoyed watching it at the cinema. The Ruttles. I just saw that. It was the Ruttles. You're absolutely right. It was the Ruttles. Yes. Excellent. The power cut was due to aliens. Mistaking the Vader bid goes for the dark side. Oh, I heard that. Oh God, I was going to say, do I have to sleep in the workshop tonight, or I'm sleeping in the retro room tonight? Have you heard if there's a delay in the Skyline? On my one, there hasn't been a delay at the moment. I suppose it depends what issue you're up to, Everett. There's a house in Nottingham that is Wayne Manor in the Christian Bale Batman. There is. I'm going to try and get round to some of these locations, Mark English, because I just think it makes good videos to see some filming locations. I mean, I'm going to be walking Southend Pier. That's something I'm going to do. And there's so many films been filmed in Southend that I think that would be quite a fun one to do as well. I never completed the Eleanor Mustang because Eagle Moss went under, John Mortimer. It went under and I never started it again. By the time Eagle Fan Home replaced Eagle Moss, I had given my Eleanor Mustang to Part Work Upgrades, Ian. Any movement on the Milano? What? Milano? What happened to Eagle Moss? Best to ask Grok. Ask AI. It's a big story. It's a long story. It's a boring story. It's a story that not a lot of us want to relive. Hello, Ricardo. How's it going? Although Darren could just sum it up with 3 words. Well done, Darren. You'll be flying in and out mid-May, working at an event in Monaco Grand Prix. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Oh, wow. Monaco Grand Prix. Yeah, that's coming up, isn't it? Well, if I see you, hi. If you need a pickup, just call. Okie dokie. I'm the one that got you started. Yeah, that's what I hear from people's other halves when they bought a new model. I did have a T-shirt that said you can blame me or something like that. That was on the old store. Yeah, I saw you started the Titanic rigging, John. Wow, you're a brave man. I've got an idea for the rigging that I'm hoping is going to speed up, but I've got to rig and actually do the Seahorse Bark. I haven't been on that since I did that that part 1 video. I need to get back on that as well. Yeah, Carry On Camping's way better than Carry On Screaming or Cleo or Kyber. Yeah, Carry On Camping is easily the best one. And Carry On Abroad. I like Carry On Abroad as well. Oops, are meals ready to eat? Yeah, kind of. You just add boiling water to them, let them simmer for 15 minutes, and you've got spaghetti bolognese. Don't know about dehydrated meat, but there you go. I keep freezing. I shouldn't do. I haven't dropped any frames. Wayne's face turned red after some drinks. Yeah, it does. Steve will tell you. And he slurs more. Look, everyone knows. Everyone knows. Will the Constitution be finished? Well, you know what? They're still planning to do the whole 12-pack thing. The problem is that wooden ship models do take a long time, especially when you've got to do fairing and stuff like that. I don't know if we have to do that for the Constitution, but we'll find out. You'd hate Horace, the spider. Horace does spiders. He's a spider that has made his home in our engine room. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I'd hate Horace, definitely. I'm really not good with spiders, man. Mrs. Weldaway will tell you. I run a mile. Good luck with the walk. Thank you. You'll be 4th time lucky. I was with my driving test. Oh, right, okay. No, I'm going to do it 4th time. I walked out of the 96-mile walk. I've done 70 miles of it before. So this time, it's a no. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I can't not. It's been playing on my mind for so many years that now I'm getting myself in shape to do this goddamn walk. Yeah, Mulgai isn't that far from me, just a bit north. Can do it in no time. Oh, wicked. I might see you then, Jamesy. Boy, that could be fun. I'll let you know when I'm coming up anyway. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne will be joining me as well. And probably my son. So, Gribby the frog. Oh, you found some R2D batteries. Just make sure they're unprotected. Because if they're protected, you're going to have a bad time. But there you go. Gribbly the frog. All these frog names. Okay, well, I'll have to have a think about what we're calling this damn frog. It's 4,805 miles from Houston, Texas to Corby. Ah, I could walk that. That's just 480 West Highland Ways. The Ruttles, look, the Ruttles, the Ruttles, the Ruttles. I told you everyone's going to be saying it. Eric Idle, there you go. Yeah, the Ruttles, see? You're better than AI, you peeps out there, I'm telling you. I need a question answered, you know. We have the side hatch facing the water open in the lounge and the side hatch facing the water in the engine room open too, so there's a nice through draft. There's no draft up here at all apart from that fan. Now, I'm okay because in the main bedroom, we've got a Juliet balcony, so I could just open the double doors of that and, you know, it'd be like sleeping under the stars tonight. But it's supposed to get cooler tomorrow, so I'm sure it's going to cool down the bootleg beetles. What was that? Last year at Wonderfest, I just saw that. Last year at Wonderfest, it was kind of rainy. Yeah, it wasn't really hot like it was the year before. You were 70 this month. Time flies when you enjoy yourself. 70. 70 is young now, though, isn't it? People are living to 100 now. Your birthday's on May the 4th. Craig Jones, no way. How cool is that? Happy birthday. May the 4th be with you. And Ed, you're 71 next month. Everyone's got birthdays coming up. Now I understand why I've got 4 kids' birthdays in May. Check the door on the retro room. See if Mrs. Well has it blocked. It's still open. It opens inwards, so she can't block it. But she could lock it from the outside, I suppose. It's normally streams like this, Lou, that I come down and I say, "Hi, was that all right?" That's the first thing I say to Mrs. Wellaway. If I don't get an answer, I know I'm in the doghouse. I've gone and said something untowards again. I know when they went under, it took me 6 months to finish my DeLorean. It's crazy. You're thinking about getting the Constitution. It's a great model. It's going to test skills and teach you new skills as well, Ramon. If anything about shipbuilding, and a great person to speak to is either John Builds Iconic Military Models or John Russell in chat, because he's done the Victory as well. They're the people you want to speak to. June named him Horace. I wouldn't be naming Horace in the spiders, trust me. Never in a million years am I naming spiders. Spiders need to be exterminated. They need to be smote. It's a word that I want to use more often, smote. More things need to be smote in this world. You have to swim too if you're coming to Texas. Perhaps this question off topic. Would you like to build Yes, I would love to build the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle van. As a matter of fact, I had my picture taken with it at MCM Comic Con last year. Got no idea what's going to be at Comic Con this year, but I know that David Tennant's going to be there, and also I don't know her name, the girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, who was also in Has Been Hotel, and she's a voiceover for Has Been Hotel. What's her name? Someone tell me. Someone tell me what her name is. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She plays the mean woman in it. It's I can't remember her name. It's coming. It's coming. Stephanie Beatrice, is that it? Look, here we go. Look, this is some of the main guests here. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine woman there, and just some of the people coming to MCN. It's going to be fun. I just saw something there which clicked my eyes. You're going to prepare for one thing. Well, you're always welcome, Ramon. I loved it. I went to this will be my 4th Wonderfest, and I've loved it every year. It's sort of like the highlight of my calendar. So I've got to thank I'm guessing Lou Enfield for getting me involved in that, because it's absolutely brilliant. Wayne, you've seen the film Arachnophobia. Well, funny story about the film Arachnophobia. When it came out, I went to see it at the cinema, and it scared the bejeebers out of me. I hated it. I couldn't watch the blooming film. I was having nightmares afterwards. And then when I read a review about it, people were saying it's a comedy and they found it funny. And I'm like, what? How can you claim in Blockbusters? We stored it under a comedy section. I'm like, what? How can you? This should be a horror. It's a horror film. It's spiders killing people. How can it be in the horror film? Oh, how can it be in the comedies? Crazy. You had baby spiders erupt from one corner of the monitor a couple of years back. I found it fascinating watching them disperse in every conceivable direction. It happens in the workshop, the old grouse. I get little baby spiders. Normally I try and kill the egg sacs before it gets to that stage, but that's why I've got the little vacuum cleaner in there now, so I can hoover them up. There was a time when I couldn't even go in and hoover them up, with just in case that they managed to get away from the suction and run up the pipe. Oh, I'll tell you, I'm getting heckles. I'm getting heckles at the back of my neck because they just freak me out. I do not like spiders. And in America, you've got things like the brown recluse that can bite you and then necrofy your skin and make it die, and you have to have things amputated. I mean, I can deal with black widows in Australia because they've got anti-venom, but come on. Brown recluses? Not good. 8-legged freaks, I thought that was terrible. It's the CGI thing on it. I hated the CGI. But Arachnophobia scared the bejeebers out of me. But, there you go. So now you know how to terrify me. So if any of you, I went to see Svi. You remember Svi on the channel? He hasn't been on the channel for a while, but his missus keeps tarantulas. You can imagine where I was. I'm just looking like this, not moving, just like this I was. I'm pretty crazy. You have an arachnid problem. Yeah, definitely, Wayne. Anyway, come to another end of the stream. I know that because the rum has almost run out. Remember on the channel tomorrow, you love tarantulas. No, I hate them. Remember tomorrow on the channel is going to be Darth Vader, and then I'm going to try and get a video ready for next week. But do remember there's no live stream next Thursday because I'm not here, and I'll be back the following Thursday. So thank you for joining me tonight. It's been fun, and take care. See you later.